Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Vanessa Bright. I've been doing these short videos and I intend to do more on various aspects of healing. And I don't think of healing specifically mental health versus physical health versus spiritual health. I see them as fully integrated. And this video I titled Messy Meditation is Still Meditation, because I want to talk about meditation in general. People tend to have a lot of erroneous ideas about what meditation is and what it isn't. One really common one is people think that you're supposed to sit down and quiet your mind, right? Well, that's not the point of meditation. Your mind eventually quiets down, but that's not what you push it to do. The point of meditation is to sit down and watch your mind and make space to watch your mind and then gain insights from that experience about who you are, about what you are like, what it is like to be you on the inside. And over time, things do slow down and the thoughts will quiet and you'll have spaces where you kind of drop in. But before you get there, meditation can be messy. So I'm going to tell you a little story. Okay. So this was literally a few days ago. Now, I've been a meditator on and off for, I don't know, 20 years, something like that, since I was a teenager. Maybe 20s. But and I would start and I would stop like most people, right? So in this year, fairly recently, I've decided to recommit myself and to meditate every day, no matter what. Unless there's some, literally I'm in a car and I can't, but doesn't usually happen. So anyway, here's the story. So this was maybe 3 or 4 days ago. I tend to have kind of like an allergic reaction when I wake up in the morning. And some mornings it's like I just blow my nose the whole morning and it's really annoying. But here I am committed to meditation and I sit down to meditate and I'm like, oh, okay, good. My nose is okay. I can do this. And I started with maybe 5 or 10 minutes and I'm up to 20 or 30, depending on the day and what I have going on. But, I use an app. I use the Balance app, which I love. They're offering a free year and it's very gradual guided meditations, which by the way are also not faking and not anything to be ashamed of. You can use guided meditations because a good one will leave you space to be with yourself. And Balance was really great at kind of increasing the amount of silence that you sit with as you learn how to do that, right? So there's other apps. I know, oh man, what is it? I know there's Insight Timer and there's one that's, oh man, it slipped my mind, but there's lots and pick one you like. So I get my app ready. I start my meditation and 2 minutes in, I barely even kind of feel my butt on the seat and I get a sneeze coming. Okay. Now you could say, oh, well, just pause it and start over. But I'm of the mindset that whatever happens in meditation is part of it. Okay. So I'm here to watch my mind, but I'm also here to watch whatever arises. And this was body stuff arising, right? So here I am, I'm like reaching for the tissues and, my eyes are closed and I'm like, blowing my nose and sneezing and barely, don't even hear the instruction. And I'm like, I don't know what happened. And I sit there and literally I'm like, am I even meditating? Right? I'm sneezing all over the place and time is going by but in between the sneezes and the nose blows, my intention was to be meditating. My intention was to be watching whatever arises. And making space for what was happening. And so even though it was super messy, right? And then my phone buzzed. I forgot to take it on, put it on complete silent. And as you know, sometimes a call comes in. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so annoying. But this is all part of it, right? The point isn't for you to have a perfect meditation, spaciousness and calm and angels singing and what have you, right? And perfect quiet and your mind is settled, and anything less than that, is not meditation. It's none of that is true. The point is be with the mess, sit with the mess, whether it's your internal mess, which is more often the case than is the external, you know, but could be external. You could be sitting. Now, I meditate in a chair. Sitting cross-legged is still a little bit hard for me for more than, a couple minutes. So I'm not up to that yet. I'll get there eventually. But you might be sitting on a chair and your back is sore or your neck is sore, and you find a position that is as relaxed and as painless as you can, but sometimes you can't. Sometimes something hurts. You may have a headache that day, or whatever, your eye is itchy or something's itchy. This is one of those things people are like, am I allowed to itch? Can I move my hand? Yes, you're allowed to itch, but you watch your mind. The whole point is, are you fighting yourself? Are you saying, oh, am I allowed? Am I not allowed? Is this okay? Is this real meditation? If I itch if I scratch my itch, does that mean I have to start over? Does it timer reset? Let all that go. Let all that go. The point is, you are showing up in the moment for that length of time. That is your meditation time, whatever arises. So whether that's physical symptoms, whether that's emotion, whether that's, mental chatter, I don't know, your to-do list is rattling off in your head and you're like, oh my God, I forgot to write this down, and oh, I should do this, and when's breakfast, and whatever is arising, that is what you are present with. And that is what meditation is. And it's going to be messy. It may not be messy the way it is for me or was. You may not be blowing your nose or what have you, but it will be messy. And the point is, can you stay with that? Can you live with that mess for those 10, 15, 20 minutes, however long you're meditating for, right? Hopefully I've explained that fairly well. And this is something I see all the time, and I hear from clients who say, well, I can't quiet my mind, so I can't meditate, and so this video is meant to kind of unpack a little bit that erroneous belief about what meditation is. People see these gurus or people who can meditate so deeply and for long periods of time, and they think, oh, that's what I'm supposed to do, and if I'm not doing that, that means I'm getting it wrong, and that's just not how it is. Meditation is about showing up, and that's the hardest part, right? How do you show up? How do you be present with yourself as you've made that time in your day? And most of us don't want to. It's hard. It's not just the to-do list that rattles off. Eventually the to-do list quiets, and then you have, oh, that conversation you had, or oh man, that person who ticked me off the other day, or oh yeah, that person who passed away 20 years ago, I never got to say I love you, or I never got to apologize, or all of this stuff arises. And part of what makes meditation so healing is that you can stay with all of this. You can accept it. You can be with it without pushing it away, without making it bad, without labeling it as bad. So I hope you've gotten something useful from this video. Let me know in the comments. I love hearing from you. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.